Hello, citizens of YouTube. This is the Geeky Nerd here, and today we're going to be talking about the alien gear outside the waistband holster. Before I begin, though, I'd like to send you a big thank you out to everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed on the previous videos. I always appreciate it and always enjoy talking to you guys. But if you're new here to the channel, welcome. If you enjoy this video, enjoy this type of content, please consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. And with the PR out the way, let's get into it. So, if you guys want to see the full review on the CZ2075 Rami, check out the other vid here on the channel, but today we're talking about the holster. So, gun is safety checked. Nothing going on there. All good to go. So, the alien gear holster. Alien gear outside the waistband. Fantastic holster. Absolutely great. Does everything I wanted to and nothing that I don't. And why is that? Well, first I'll start on the back, the part that you really care about, the part that's touching you. It has what's called their alien gear skin. It is basically neoprene with that is perforated. And so what that allows is heat transfer and just body heat to basically not get sweaty and sticky and, you know, all the nastiness when this is right up against your body. It also feels very soft to the touch. I compare it to like kind of a Glock mat or any of these like little mats that you guys see or might have. Same texture. It has a nice high cut here, so that way you can still get a handle on the gun without having the gun itself touch your body. Because especially with a gun like this, you know, the oils from your body will start to rust it eventually. You get holster wear, things like that, but it just kind of fits the gun nice and securely. Now, as I'm talking about all this doesn't just apply to the CZ Rami variation. This is pretty much everything, or every variation, and I'll get to that in a second because they have a really cool trick. So you can see there it does cover the full length of the gun. Staying on the back here, they have these extra wide clasps that are very securely bolted in. This will have a 1.5 inch buckle. The only issue that I noticed with this is how the width of it is if you're putting in this between, you have to put this, so basically think of your pants here, right? You'll have this loop, your belt goes through, then you'll have a belt loop, then you'll have to basically go through that belt loop and then go through this loop as well. You can just skip that one belt loop. However, I did notice that my pants in this area did start to sag, especially with a heavier gun like this, when it didn't have that incorporating middle loop. So depending, your pants may vary, but just something to keep note of that I have noticed. Now going to the other side, it has their alien gear skin, which is basically, I would say, kind of like a soft plastic, soft kind of, yeah, I mean, like pretty much, it's a soft to touch plastic. It's hard but flexible, soft but supple. I know it's contradicting, but it will protect your gun. I've had this pretty much in there ever since I've had it, and there really is no finish wear. You can see it does wear a little bit on the actual skin itself. It has dug in just a little bit. You can kind of see there how and this is after about 2 years on-off carry outside. I mean, I'd say this is after about 20 uses outside the waistband with about probably 50 unholster reholsters. So kind of see how it has just worn a little bit, not too crazy. I believe this is, I'm not sure if it's Kydex or Zytel. Basically, you know, your standard forming plastic. Now, the real trick with this holster that I love is that you can take off this shell. You can keep the frame, like the body of it, and you can actually just get replacement shells. So instead of having to buy, you know, whatever it is, $60, $70, $80, $90, whatever it is, holster, you can just buy the shell for like 20 bucks. I think it's like 23 bucks. Take these 4 screws off, boom, pop it off, put your other one on. There you go. You're good to go with your Glock 19, what have you. So it definitely does incorporate that modularity into it. Now, of course, you are buying more shells, but if you have multiple guns you like to outside the waistband carry, it's a good option. Now, the same technology they have very similar to their inside the waistband, but again, mainly we're talking about the outside the waistband. The retention on it, you see here, you do have to dial in these little screws here. You will see that it has these little rubber grommets to kind of fine tune that in, but you see here, the gun will eventually come out, but after repeated jostling, and again, this is not a light gun, but I mean, overall, when this thing is against your body, it's simulating a little bit of weight here. It's not going anywhere. Of course, when I kind of flex it out, it's going to fall out because it's losing the rigidity between this and here. But you're going to have your body here, so you got to kind of take that into account. And then unholstering, very smooth. Definitely requires noticeable pressure, but there is no locking mechanism, so it's just retention based on I should say shear force. And yeah, I mean, works good, does what it's intended to, and yeah, I can highly recommend them. I've tried quite a few outside the waistband ones. I tried the hard shells, I've tried leathers. This I feel like has the very good flex between the best of both worlds. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have an Alien Gear holster. Let me know if you guys use one of these, hate these, what have you, down in the comments. But I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, again, please consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful, awesome, fantastic day. I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys.